All right, today we're talking about shot shaping. So I want to show you, shot shaping is actually the opposite of what you think you need to do. So if you're new to shot shaping, you have to first understand degrees and angles. I see a lot of people out there fighting a slice that they just can't get rid of, and they're lining up 45 degrees out over the left side. Now if you actually hit that one straight, that one's flying left for miles. So let's get our target line in here. And then also you have to understand here that 6 degrees is a major shift, a very, very major shift when we're talking about shot shaping and ball flights. So 6 degrees is just 1 minute on a clock. So if this is noon, pointing directly up at noon, this would literally just be half a minute or 3 degrees off to the left, half a minute or 3 degrees off to the right. This represents 6 degrees between white and yellow. Now that 6 degrees is more than enough to go from slice to draw, okay? If you are currently slicing, you are probably open. You're probably on this white line. Now that doesn't seem to make any sense, because if I'm aimed to the left, why would the ball go to the right? Well, when a ball comes into contact with the club, if the club's moving one direction, you would think the ball is going to continue to move that direction, and it does, except it puts spin on the ball. So that ball is going to have gear effect. It's twisting, because when two gears work together, they're actually going the opposite directions. So when we make contact with the ball and we start to compress a ball, we're going to put opposite side spin on that ball, which means if we are swinging this direction, we're going to create, if we're swinging off to the left, we're going to create that opposite side spin, so it's spinning off to the right. Now, if you're struggling with a slice, instead of opening your stance towards this white line and trying to get off open to the left side, close your stance more towards the yellow line, still try to hit down the center, okay? When we close our stance more towards the yellow line, that's going to allow us to have our path come more from the inside out, and that's going to give us more of a draw bias. Now, if you're looking down the fairway, how do you make this 3 or 6 degree change if you're looking down the fairway? It's the sides of the fairway. Most fairways are about 6 degrees wide from the tee box. So if you're used to lining up down the middle of the fairway and you're slicing it, line up down the right side of the fairway. Think go down the right side of the fairway. That ball will help pull you back in towards the middle of the fairway with that draw, okay? It's the opposite of what everybody thinks, but don't overdo it. Too many times, like I said, you're struggling with the slice and you're going to open up 45. So if you think that the fix is we're going to close ourselves off 45, well, now you've got no chance. You have to come over the top of the ball in order to make something happen there. Work small, work with 3 degree changes in your feet. That's half of a minute in change. Use some alignment sticks, line yourself up, then make that half a minute change. It's almost imperceptible in the camera because it is that small, and that's what we're playing with. It's just fractions of degrees, angles, inches, millimeters when it comes to the club face and centered contact. Work on that. Try to use those small changes to help you with your ball shaping when you're just getting started.